Ford Ranger Super Duty, the biggest thing to the full drive industry in I don't know how long, maybe since the dual cab Land Cruiser that came out, the 79 series. This is the next big thing. So a lot of questions come from customers. What do I do with my vehicle? How do I set it up? And we've sort of talked to a lot of people about options, and you can start with a tray, you can go all the way up to a full canopy. So behind me is a good suite of options. If you're looking at canopies for the Super Duty, what do you get? How can you set it up? Are you a tradie? Are you a recreational buyer? Are you looking for something weekends away with the family? Tow the van, fishing gear in the back, out having fun. So behind me, we'll walk through. We've got the half canopies, we've got the compact, we've got the full length dual cab stuff, and we've got some extra cab and some fleet stuff. So pretty good spread here of options, but we'll walk through them, give you a highlight of what we can do with each sort of size, see what you think. Let's go. So with the half canopies on a dual cab, 1826 long, 950 long for the half canopy, 1950 wide, 890 as I said before. But on the dual cab, as a rec build, it's a pretty awesome little setup. Room for your fridge. So this one, it's fairly basic. Arctic White's the color here. We've got just a weekender wiring package from Enerdrive, an air compressor. There's a battery there and it's set up for the fridge. The customer will put their fridge in. This one's set up for a drop down or an upright. We've still got the drawer on the other side, so plenty of storage in this unit. Heaps of space if you wanted to run a 75 litre drop down. Really good setup. Color coded, 2-packed, really clean setup. Arctic White, very popular. As you can see, we've got 4 here today. This one, seismic tan. So again, it's another dual cab. You'll notice they're all elite trays, so we don't do the deluxe tray for the Super Duty due to the wheel tyre clearance that we need on these vehicles. With so much travel, such bigger wheel tyre combo, we've gone to the elite profile as the standard product. Again, this one's very similar. It's a deluxe light this time. We've got the Red Arc Ultimate, 200 amps of Red Arc, BMS, 2000 watt inverter, the red vision screen there, charge cables, a few other bits and pieces. So this one's ready for the team to finish fitting off with the fridge, get it ready for dispatch. So these aren't ready to deliver to customers just yet. They've got a bit of detail cleaning and final assembly, rubber, toolboxes, guards, all the bits and pieces that we need to add to the vehicle, ready to fit it off. With the Rangers, obviously the Super Duty's got the DAT bar, so we don't need to relocate the sensors or the radars or the camera. That's all fitted to the vehicle from the factory in the cab chassis form. This stuff just bolts on, very quick, easy fit up. I'm excited. We've got a couple of the dual cabs on order for ourselves, a couple of single cabs and an extra cab. So these vehicles, as they start to grow in the fleet, we'll do some mods, we'll set them up. Compact series, probably the biggest seller in our entire Norwell range across the board is the compact series. So when we say compact, it's usually 1500 long, but if you had a single cab, yeah, you can do a 1740, that's a compact as well. But compact traditionally 1500 long for these ones. This one's a basic compact, so we've just pulled it out of the lineup. Production team haven't quite finished with it. It's a tradie spec build, so it's got full flat floor, ready to fit off. We haven't wired it yet. We haven't rubbed it yet. We haven't given it a detail clean. Yeah, there's some handprints, I get that. But this one's straight off the line, ready to go to a fleet customer. The tray's in the build. Won't be too long till we see that roll out. Roof rack will go on this one. The customer will fit it out with their tools inside. Really good way to set your vehicle up if you're a tradie and you just need a dual cab with a bit of storage, but you still want to look cool. Down the track, if you want to bolt a fridge in, some storage, stuff like that, the options there with this one. 2 tyres on the back, standard across all the Norwell canopies. So you can do spare Jerry, twin Jerrys, and then the ladder mounts are built in. We haven't bolted the ladder onto this one yet either. Usually we'll fit the ladders off as we get closer to dispatch. We'll get dispatched with the ladder inside the canopy rather than fitted to the rear so it doesn't get damaged during transit. All our trays and canopies for the Super Duty built here in Cairns, painted in Cairns, wired in Cairns, and then freighted out to all of our Norwell locations and fitting agents. We don't make this stuff anywhere outside of Australia. It's all built in Australia, made in Australia, hence why the logo's on the back. With the compacts, obviously super practical setup on all vehicles, but if you've got a dual cab and you know you've got the payload there, with the Ranger Super Duty you can go to a full length dual cab setup. So we've got a couple of options here. We've got a fleet spec and a rec spec. This one's in command grey, really clean setup. You can see the charge on the rear there, the multi-racks on it. Internally, we've got another Red Arc wiring system. So it's a platinum setup, so 400 amps of lithium, TVMS, BMS. There's 80 amps of charging in this one because we've got a 1250 alpha in there as well. Table drawer setup. Everyone's favorite little Norwell feature, the map. part of the Norworld experience. You buy a Norworld, you get the map if you get the draw. Overhead shelf in this one. We've got a travel buddy to fit into this one. We've got an upright fridge to go into this one. The rubber's in it. It's nearly at the final stages, ready for dispatch. Being a dual cab, it's a great all-round platform. Plenty of storage inside. You got room for your tables, your chairs, your fridge is here. You can put your camping and cooking gear here. You got room and storage over there, fishing gear, camping gear, heaps to set up. So for many of the Ranger Super Duty customers, we're seeing this one is a popular choice. Had a lot of interest in the half canopies as well, but this one's really starting to really take off. Usually on a standard dual cab vehicle, the full length, so you can struggle with payload if you got a tent or a boat loader or all that stuff going on it. So 4495 GVM on these Ranger Super Duties means you can really load these canopies up and you're not going to have to worry about running out of weight. Super clean, looking forward to this one. We've got a Command Grey coming. It's going to be a pretty sick recreational build, all the fruit. We're going to kit it out front to rear, top to bottom. Can't wait to see it done. Okay, so tradie fleet customers, these two are probably going to be right up your alley. This one's a dual cab, this one's an extra cab. No tray under this one just yet. Waiting for that to come through the production lineup. This one's an extra cab ready to go. I believe this one's our demo and this one's a display one for a dealership, something like that maybe. We're in the final stages, a little bit of rubber, full cleanup. Red Arc on-site wiring, so 200 amps of battery in here. Got room for another one if you wanted to go to 400, if you really weren't that way. Big table drawer setup. Got your charge lead there. There's some paperwork there. Big table drawer ready to go. Again, jumbo map. Who loves that? We do. It's a demo, so pretty good. With this setup, obviously you can run a fridge there. This one's got central locking. We haven't got the roof rack on there. We've just got the light bar ready for a fleet customer. So they've got the high mount lights. We've got the rotating light beacon. We've got the flagpole that clicks on the front for those mine sites. And we've got all the power out at the front here. So we've got power going in from the front of the car. We've got power going up onto the roof and also out of the canopy back forward to run any 12-volt accessories off the canopy or the vehicle. Rather than running all these accessories off your start battery or your house battery, we run this stuff off the car, off the canopy, and that really gives us that redundancy when it comes to wiring. You can really load up your vehicle with what you need in that, and then the canopy can be its own powered system that provides juice to everything that you need. Really cool tradie setup with the flush floors. They're really clean. This one's in the final stages, as I said. Won't be too long till we have that one finished. Extra cab, 3-door. So this one, it's all set up. It's got the rubber in there. So flat floor, that's that flagpole I was talking about. Again, Red Arc on-site wiring. We've got the ARB air compressor set up with the 11-litre tank. 3 doors, central locking. So I'll pop this rear door open and see how much space we've got in this one. So again, if you're a tradie or a fleet customer and you really want to set your rigs up properly, this is the way to do it. This one's got the big drawer too. So plenty of storage there. How good's that as a workstation? So, table drawer setup really locks it up. Again, plenty of storage there for those longer items. Being a rear door, if you're in a parking spot, you've got minimal space, you can access from the rear. You don't need much space in a car park to open these doors. You can sort of get away with 600 to 800 mil. So you don't need a huge amount of space because most cars are a lot lower than a vehicle with a Norworld on it. So, Elite tray looks fantastic. The welding's just amazing. Really clean setup there from the guys. One of the things we've been asked about with the Elite platform is the full-time canopy base. So most of our canopies, you see they've got the jack socket. Well, all our canopies have the jack sockets. Trays usually have a headboard, especially with the Elite. But this is a new product we've developed with the Super Duty in mind and our fleet customers in mind, as well as those full-time tourers. So it's an Elite tray base. It's available in the Deluxe or Elite option, which is tank and drawer, or the tradie options, which is a longer drawer and then a water tank on the side. So no headboard, no sideboards. It still gives us that awesome Elite look that we all love. But as you can see, there's no headboard there. Saves a lot of weight, saves a lot of cost. You're not buying the stuff that you're never gonna need. All the canopies have the sockets built in. That's how we move them, that's how we lift them, that's how we build them. It's just a really simple way to solve a problem. They bolt down 2 pieces full time together. They're not welded together. They're bolted. The reason we do that is we know it's going to last and give us that lifetime warranty that we want to give you. On the front wall, you've just got your filler here, you've got your drains, and then you can see all that power out I was talking. So there's power in here. That comes from the car, so that's your charge cable. You've got your ignition trigger there, which you need on all these new vehicles. This is the solar input, 12 volt out. So if you needed 12 volt power on the roof, which is for the lights, that's going to come out of there. This is your solar input, so the solar panel's already on there, pushing power back into that canopy. And then we've got some extra wiring here, which is our 12-volt configuration. So that comes through and that hooks up to the rear-mounted taillight. That plugs into the vehicle. We've got high-mount taillights now with this, as well as we can run like rotating beacons on the car, radios on the car, whatever else you want to run on the car, it's through here. So really cool setup. Sorry, just broke a zip tie. But again, Super Duty, we've got the setups, we've done the work, we've worked through the options for our customers. Based on what they've expressed interest in, we've developed packages that suit all these vehicles, whether you're a tradie, fleet, you're in the agricultural business, you're just a guy that wants to go out and have fun with his mates. We've got something in the lineup that can work with you. If you've got any questions, let us know in the comments below. We're more than happy to answer them. Otherwise, if you're not thinking about a Super Duty, now's probably the time you do.